Well, good morning to each and every one of you all, and happy Friday. You've made the weekend. Everyone has got through the week. Congratulations to you all. Just a few hours now. You all be doing like me, doing nothing at all but relaxing and enjoying the beauty of this weekend. Thanks so much for all this week's hard work and dedication you've put in. I really do appreciate your national insurance contributions, greatly assisting me. Thank you. I guess that starts off everyone and sort of like the wrong note this morning. You're working hard, me playing easy. That's just like life is at the moment. I work hard to get to what I'm doing right now. I actually did, believe it or not. I know a lot of people don't believe that. People have worked with me in past say he never worked a day in his life. Well, that's because I pretty much enjoyed and dedicated myself to whatever I do, just as I do with the journey. That's why I've been selected to come on this journey, to bring you everything that I can bring called beauty and joy and happiness and love. Anyhow, good morning to each and every one of you all. Before we say our Serenity prayer, I'm going to say hi and let you obviously see the most important thing that we're out here this morning to see, and that will be me, of course. You should see all these people looking at me when I say that. This is what you got to call taking it in your own hands and praying that people will keep quiet and agree with you. If I look at them, then hopefully they'll be nodding their heads, because I sort of like give them directions and stuff already, you know, so hopefully that will happen. But anyhow, good morning to all of you all. Welcome to historic Garrison Savannah. Welcome to Barbados. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to another beautiful day on this rock place we call home, paradise, or even slice of heaven, which I like to refer to it as. We can look at this general direction now, and we're going to say our Serenity prayer. Those of you who'd like to join us, please do so. All others will be back with you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Now, before we start, I'd like to let you know I am tired then. I'm what you gotta call worn out, exhausted, just absolutely flat out tired. I know that people out here can talk a lot of nonsense. You should have gone home last night. You should have gone to the community. You should have gone home, got your beauty sleep. Well, as you can see, I have plenty of beauty sleep because I am beautiful. I am stunning, but I am definitely tired. So if any of y'all are feeling tired this morning, you all have no excuse. Y'all were not with me last night partying. I guess only party animal can make that excuse. And out of maybe 2,000 people that were at queue last night, they can all make that excuse as well. But all you others, y'all ain't got no excuse to be tired. So get ready. The weekend is here. It's time now to put yourself in gear, throw in the overdrive, and let us cruise into this weekend. Here we go. Alright, now today we're at the mentioned before, the historic Garrison Savannah. We're not going to be doing any history classes today or anything like that whatsoever. It's going to be an easy day because I am pretty tired, and I only want to talk at 45% of my usual capacity. So I'm hanging in there right now. Party animal, I see you on board. I'm glad to see you up this morning. That's wonderful. You got on like a skeet last night. That's all I gotta say. I don't have anything else to say. All I can say is she is bad behaved. When she had naughty on her Santa hat, it really honestly meant that. I watched her. I was gonna put footage up, but I know Facebook would have blocked it. Alright, Garrison Savannah originally was the parade grounds for all the British military when they were here. And then after that, it was transformed into a lot of different functions. Garrison Savannah is where the horse racing goes on now. 6 furlongs of track, just 2 furlongs shy of a mile. The actual grass that they run on. Races are run here from 5 furlongs right up to 10 furlongs. All different types of races. The Gold Cup is run here. If you're not sure the Gold Cup, please Google that. See what that's all about. That is our biggest event that's in Barbados in horse racing. I have a lot of family that have been in horse racing, and actually 2 of my cousins are trainers. Elizabeth Dean and Richard Dean. That means that I know nothing about horses. They do. That's why they're the trainers. So do not ask me anything about horses today. Although I rode horses many years ago, that stopped when I was about 16 or so. So I'm not telling you how good I was, because you all already know that I hold Olympic gold medals in equestrian, show jumping, and also in racing. You would understand that and appreciate that, of course, because their gold medals exist in, and therefore I would have won them for sure. A lot of the horses this morning racing on the sand track. That's the area where they're training at the moment. None of them are allowed on the grass track. I guess they're getting prepared for races and stuff that come in future. Garrison Savannah was also the home of the Barbados Polo Club at one time. They had all their events here. There were a lot of equestrian shows that used to go on here. It is now the home of the Barbados Rugby Club, which is the building's just in the center of the camera now. They have soccer here. They have all types of activities, cricket, everything else. You can see the rugby poles out there in the distance. We have a very, very good rugby team. And what has changed over the last 3 years or so is the introduction of nighttime racing. We haven't had too much of that because when these lights were put up just after that COVID came in, we only had a couple of times and once, twice since then as well. So, but you can look up schedule. I'm not sure the schedule for the races at the moment, but check it out if you're in the island, you want to see some horse racing, you want to spend some money, come on down to Garrison Savannah. I think we can start our walk from here. We can make our way around now. Now, all the buildings around here used to be originally the barracks for the officers, mainly for the officers in this area. The hospital was over by Coconut Court. You would know that area out by Marriott's courtyard by Marriott's. That's where the hospital used to be, in the nurses' quarters and stuff. These are more of the military officers and stuff in this general area. This Garrison Savannah was the first place that Mr. Harding burn was done. That was back at a crop over that we had here. That was many, many years ago. You would remember that, I am sure, those of you that have been around. Yeah, it was after 1971, so I would know of that for sure. I know you all want to trick me early this morning, but you're not going to get me so early. I am sharp. I may be tired, but I am sharp. As usual, I am perfect, so I will have my calculations all right. I have asked the chef to come and join us, but I gave him late notice. I'm not sure if he's going to make it here. Hopefully he will come and join us. If he does, well, that'll be great. If not, tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is Docile Saturday. Tomorrow is the day that I hand over the gimbal, unfortunately, and with a lot of hesitation, to my co-host, who will be on tomorrow, Nicole. She'll be taking care of the gimbal for us. If you want to see a tour with Nicole, come and join us tomorrow. We're going to have some fun for sure. We have a lot of activities in store for you. I don't know. Not that I can't compete with that bus, you know, but if I amplify myself and my projection, you all may get deafened. So, yeah, not too sure exactly what the whole itinerary is for tomorrow, but I can just tell you it looks like it's going to be coming in 2 sections. First section will be commented on and will be taking an attendance report. Second section will not be commented on and will not take an attendance report. So just to let you know that, they're separated by quite a bit, but we do have some things in store for you. The core docile team, they're the ones who pick what we do. So I only give them a little suggestion and stuff, and they usually pick what we're going to be doing because they want to go where they're interested in going. So we'll see what that pans out to be. Remember, if you're on the island and you are available to walk and stuff, and you do have a car especially, because where we will be going will probably be fairly far away, please come and join us, because we would love to have your company. We'd love to have you come and meet us. Remember, just give me IM later on today. I will send you the location coordinates, of course, after our billionaire, who is presently on the island, conducts all of his investigations to make sure you are truly on the island and that you are able to join us, because, you know, he wants to make sure this remains secretive. So our billionaire will not know either where it is. That's how secretive we are, but he will put his investigation team on it. Then on Sunday, remember, it's a big day. Crystal Waters this Sunday. It's going to be a massive, massive Sunday. We're going to be having a lot of family and friends there. BFT are also going to be there as well. That's a great operation. As you all know, Facebook Guru in the island, they'll be bringing their own group as well. So we should have a fantastic day. Remember, come early, don't come too late. I'll be there from around 3:30. We do have a table. I don't know if there's going to be any room at the table, but as you know, if you're an EMC a family member, come over and join the table. If you get there before me, well, we'll play musical chairs for the rest of the day if necessary, but I usually don't hold chairs for too long. Usually down here is packed with people. A lot more people in this general section here, so I guess it's a fairly quiet day. I don't see a lot of people that have put up this chain link fence recently. Originally this was not here up to like a few months back, but they have put this up to stop people from coming into this area where the horses are. This is also not only on race day, but on training day as well, such as today. Over there you're seeing the actual grandstands that you see a lot bigger before. The ones over there, you're seeing the yellow steps going up. They had another expansion beyond that where you're seeing the tents. However, that came on years ago. Horse racing not nearly as popular as it used to be in Barbados, for sure. It's popular, but not nearly as popular as it used to be. This used to be the real thing. Saturday, everyone came here. Tents, fun tents, all set up in that general area, just outside where you're seeing the ambulance. And that is where they usually conduct all of their sales from, drink sales, food sales, also have clothing, black toys, whatever. Lots of fun over there as well. Alright, so this morning the general thought was to come down here and show you the Garrison Savannah, of course. And the other thing was just to show you where the museum is and also show you the route that these horses walk in the morning going down to Pebbles to have a swim. We will be taking a walk along that route this morning. We will be talking a little bit about stuff along the way. As I said before, this is not going to be a historical tour. We're just going to be taking it easy this morning. You're going to be waking up in Barbados and you're going to see the peace and serenity. Even down here with all the traffic and stuff, that you can feel it is just peaceful. Down here is just beautiful right now. In the distance, coming into focus now, is the Barbados Museum. That was originally the jail for this area. If you go in there, you can actually go into some of the cells and stuff. Have great displays of all of the historic artifacts and stuff from Barbados. So please, if you have a chance, take a trip down to the Barbados Museum. Take a tour of that facility. I'm sure when you leave there, you will certainly leave there a lot more knowledgeable and feel a lot more sort of like Beijing, because it really is a great experience. I haven't done it for a very long time, to be honest with you. So I'm not saying I was there recently. I haven't done it for a long time, but I remember when I did it last time, it was great. Unfortunately, at that time I was young, so I really didn't appreciate it. You know, obviously young would have to be probably somewhere in the 70s when I was still like before my teenage time. And it was, you know, an experience. I've been there after that as well too, but I remember not really fully appreciating it because at that time I used to want to go from point A to B and never the in between. So the actual walk and the beauty of that facility and of the tour itself, I never really appreciated because I just want to get the end of it and go and surf or something, which was standard in my life before. Alright, there are many different areas. I'll just give you a quick heads up. Just up this location here is where you will find one of the stables that are down here at the Garrison Savannah. These guys are coming away from there. We have done it over there already. We have been over there a couple of times. Well, we went over there once, actually starting from the actual stable itself where these guys come out. So I just want to show you where that is. That's one of them, of course, and then there's one just on the opposite side of the road. Hey, Sean, that's you? Oh boy, you know I gotta go over here and see one of our brothers. This is Sean, man. Hey, well, my man, Sean. Sean, how are you going, my brother? My, you're on live on Facebook, my brother. You good?
Everything nice.
You running today, or are you going on the beach?
She just going to exercise this morning.
Right, nice man. This is one of your girls here?
Yeah, they're one of my
What was the name, man?
Yeah, 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗃𝗃.
𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗃𝗃?
Yeah, 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗃𝗃.
Nice man, a nice name, man.
Yeah.
Sean, well, are you happy to stop and shout me up, man?
Yes, man.
I don't ever see you, you know. You're so fast, right? Alright, man. You take care, my brother. Alright, cool. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Right, so Sean is a very good friend of mine for many years. Like a lot of people you see around here. I used to be at one time a real Garrison Savannah person. I didn't miss races at all. I was here every weekend. Of course, it was partying at those days. But then I found the beach, and I found a lot more interest on the beach than I did here, so I left this point. But this is the area where most of them will be staging. They have weighing rooms over here as well. All the jockeys have to weigh prior to the races. As you know, they're handicapped with different weights and stuff, depending on how fast the horses and stuff. They try to make it even. So you handicap the jockeys, put on artificial weights if necessary to make sure that the handicap is right and that we have a very good race. A lot of the people on the inside, beautiful surroundings. So this is the other paddock over here as well. The other one is 𝗀𝗃𝗃. This is the one that's right on the Garrison itself. Over here you'll also see a couple of sheep sometimes because they actually do put sheep in with the horses. Some of the horses are very unsettled when they're by themselves, and therefore they'll put a sheep in with the horse and keep that quiet, keep its company. I don't know if you all realize that, if you all knew about that, but yes, it does happen. That is not a figment of my imagination, and it's certainly not fabricated truth like my 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗄𝗃 co-host likes to make all the time. I'm talking about you, Nicole, that's correct. Fortunately, I know some people say unfortunately, but fortunately, we will not be having, actually let me turn on the screen for a second though, let you all see me because I need to be shown a little bit more. Fortunately, but fortunately, we will not have the most miserable and annoying person called Simone with us this Saturday. We will miss her though because she's so annoying that she doesn't entertain us and she gets us angry throughout the entire day. I notice the word us, not just me, so it's not just me alone, it's everyone that she gets angry. Any of you that know her, Simone, she's disgusting. We'll also be missing our co-star this week as well. Co-star, good morning to you. I see you on board this morning. I can sense a special love to you and say hi to you. And to everyone else, hello and good morning. Also sending love to you all as well. But obviously, special love went to her first. So anyhow, that's just how it is. Alright, we have a lot of beautiful old trees and stuff down here. As I said, the Garrison has changed so much. At one time, this place would have been rammed on a Saturday, even in the week itself, just prior to Saturday race days. You would have had people down here that would have been just watching all the horses and their performance and stuff and getting ready to make some big bets. You don't see as much as that now. You still see some people around, but nothing like it used to be. Definitely not as busy as it used to be, for sure. When Gold Cup comes, oh, that is a little glimpse of what it used to be like in the past. When the Gold Cup races are on, we have marching bands, we have dancing girls, we have a full parade that goes before. That whole day is filled with activities and festivities, and that will be the day that if you're in the island, come and see it. It does change from day to day, so please have a look and see when the Gold Cup is running. I know there are a lot of people on here who are very familiar with the Gold Cup. Actually, a lot of know-it-alls on here, period. That would not be me, of course, because I do know it all, but I don't really brag about it. But a lot of know-it-alls are on here that will let you know when the Garrison are going to have their next set of races and when Gold Cup would be. It's a beautiful morning. I'll walk for a little bit for you, keep real quiet, and let you enjoy this little bit of a stroll. Let you hear the birds and stuff, so here we go. Alright, now we have never done this before, so let me hold the security, don't kick me out. Let me go in here and see. Something new for you all. I know, Mr. Conductor, you like a lot of gypsying, so I can let you do a little gypsying now. We have not done this before, so this is welcome to the Garrison Savannah and the grandstand. I remember the years gone by, all of my family and friends and stuff. You see right up here in the back section, they didn't have up those wooden balusters. It was all open air up there. We used to sit in the back seats up there. Have a wonderful time. Garrison Savannah, beautiful. What's up, my brother? You good? Yeah, lots of memories are flooding me right now. Memories. I used to have a huge tower over here as well. You all will probably remember that. That's where the commentators used to be originally. That was over there by where you see the FIN 16, 12, 800, 400, etc. So that is where there was originally. I'm sure you all will remember that. Garrison's changed a lot. I'm going to carry up a little higher elevation just so you can have a peep over here. Not that it's anything really too much to be seen, but to let you feel what it's like if you were at the Garrison Savannah and you're watching a race. And this is where we'll be coming in this direction towards where we are. The finishing line is directly in front of us here. Beautiful, beautiful historic Garrison Savannah. I'm going to give you a 180 here, a slow 180 with silence from me anyhow. Don't know which silence from around the place, but from me. So here we go. I was going to stop at 179 degrees, but I know that Dale will have on his check-ometers and make sure that he do it, and he would have probably said, man, you didn't make the 180, so I made sure to overextend it slightly. But as you can see, this is where a lot of people are hanging out and stuff now, instead of out in the outer section. This is where the rail club members are, and the air-conditioned booths, and all of the executive seating and stuff is all up in this general area as well. Fantastic. So that is it for the Garrison Savannah, a grandstand. You wanted a nosy, you got a nosy, Mr. Conductor. Bring your pound of espresso when you're coming back, please, sir. I need it for that one for sure. No security on site, which is a wonderful thing. We're going to continue our walk going on the road with the horses. 𝗀𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗃, 𝗀𝗶𝗃𝗃𝗃. Lots of stuff happened here. Used to have a big tennis, I would say, grandstand here, just down the distance. Many of you will remember, unfortunately, when that came down, and quite a few people were injured, severely injured. That was many years ago. That was down in the corner. Since then, a lot of things in the Garrison have changed. Horse racing, as I said, the money is not in it as it used to be. Yes, maybe the owners still have the money, but the actual money that is spent in horse racing is not like it used to be. This was an event that everyone came to. This was the highlight of a Saturday, the Garrison Savannah. This is where you came from early, from around 11 or 12 o'clock. You stayed until after dark. That still hasn't changed, but not as many people come. All this section here originally was a stand. It was a big stand. I had a bleacher section here as well, but it was a stand that used to run right around here. Not as big as the above official stand, but that has been taken on. And again, because of occupancy, not requiring more of the stand. Historic and beautiful Garrison Savannah. One of these days we'll do a walking tour. What we'll do is we'll actually we'll have to do that outside of the regular 6 a.m. time. We will do a walking tour with the actual people that do perform the walking tours here, which they are. If you are interested in touring the Garrison Savannah, doing a historic tour around here, there are people that conduct that. Contact George Washington House. I would recommend them. whether it is them that organize it, they will certainly be familiar with who offers it. George Washington House have a beautiful cafe there. You can go and sit down and have some tea and coffee and relax, maybe some treats. And then if you're interested in doing a tour of their tunnel, which goes right over to St. Anne's Fort and to the gunnery, that's all through tunnels. If you're claustrophobic, I do not encourage you to do that. However, if you are fairly comfortable in tight areas, I would ask for a tunnel tour for sure. So just, again, give George Washington House their call and ask them, what's up, my brother? Oh, yeah, look at one of our family here, though. What's up, my man? You on live vlog here?
Yeah.
How are you going?
He's very hard to know. So
oh, yeah? Yeah, you told me, yeah.
So listen, I want to shout out.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out.
To Maggie in Canada. She's in Toronto. We live in Scarborough, Appleworth Road.
Right, okay.
So I just want, I just want to shout her because it was staying there for a little bit.
Right.
And she's like, watch you every day. Please watch you like almost every day, every night.
Well, buddy, you bring positive spirits. We feel you, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So
yeah,
you
man.
could. Yeah, when she sees this here.
So shout her again. What's her name?
Maggie, I think Maggie like this dark. Yeah, just like, yeah.
Man, yeah, you say who you are, man.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
You know?
My brother, you take care, right? All right, man. Respect, man. Cool. All right, you all will remember him. We met him officially at 𝑄 Community when it was held down on actual Carlisle Bay area. He was living in Canada for a while, watches all the time, watches the vlogs. His aunt watches him as well. Anyway, he's back in the island. Hopefully he will walk with us one of these days. He says he would be interested in doing so. Hopefully one day he will do so. I think a lot of people went to see me and see my absolutely amazing athletic physique, that they probably get a little bit discouraged and say, well, you don't want to walk with him because he's going to be too fast. I wouldn't have endurance to keep up with him. But I actually do know how to scale myself down. I don't bring in my Olympic skills or speed too often. Only if someone starts like challenges me, and then I have to sort of like put them in their place by showing them it's a lot of action and not words. You know it is already. I'm making out a story as I go. So you all have to cover it and believe it as I say. Here we go. Now, if this camera had a faster refresh rate, I would have run alongside that horse for you all, so you all could have interviewed the jockey. But unfortunately, the camera rate is the problem here. It's not my speed. I could easily have kept up with that horse. Anyone that knows me knows how fast I am already and how amazing I am. Incredible human being. Anyone that is coming on the channel for the first time, remember, everything I say is factual. I do not make up stuff. I believe in talking the truth and the whole truth only. And therefore, I don't fabricate any truth like my co-host that will be meeting you all tomorrow. Remember, anything she says against me is a lie. She's called a liar. That's the way we say it in Barbados. That's not being rude. I am actually giving her status there because she's a top class laird. If you thought I was going to give you a gimbal tomorrow and not take the mickey out of you first, Nicole, you've got to be joking. Lots of training going on here. Lots of training. But those of you who are on for the first time, you may hear some strange comments on here. You must be wondering, man, how could they talk like that to each other and stuff? Because I not me, you know, because I'm a cool, calm, peaceful, loving, kind person. Don't say a bad word with anybody. Don't tease anybody. Always try to be nice and decent and caring, but not them. If you look at the comments that have been coming out, a lot of y'all must see mouth open, chin hitting the ground and saying, how could they tell him that? Such a nice, kind, loving person, and they're going to speak so badly about him. That's love. It's all about love. Don't mind the bantering and the teasing and the comments that you may think sound strange. It is all through love. Nothing but pure love with the EMC. So if you come on here, give yourself a little while to adapt it, to get yourself to understand what it's actually all about. All right, so right where we are now, where this play park is, this is where the big tennis area was. As I said before, unfortunately, the pavilion or the grandstand fell. Many people were severely injured in that one years and years ago. It used to be in this general area here. Garrison Savannah, this morning, I was privileged to stand at 6 o'clock with my co-star and let her listen to the ringing tune at 6 o'clock this morning. You will get that at some other time. She got it this morning. Special privileges. That's what happens when you got co in front of your name. For example, the co-host tomorrow, I will not give her trouble. I never give her trouble, even when she has a gimbal. I back off, and as you all would notice, she has acquired the taste for camera time as well. She's also stepped out of her element from being a nice, kind, peaceful, caring, and cute person into an extremely annoying person. Annoying in the best sense of the words. All right, this is George Washington House. This is where you can come, have a tea, go into their restaurant. It's really nice. I've actually only eaten here once with my sister Tess when she came in. We sat here for breakfast one morning and had some pastries and stuff. an amazing morning. You could sit behind here and just get lost in the history and the feeling that surrounds you. So please pay a visit to George Washington House. Give them a call, see what tours they're offering. And if you can get that tunnel tour, please take advantage of that. Don't miss out on that. Now our sheriff, the waterman, he usually will be down here running all around the place if he was in Barbados. He's obviously not in Barbados now. Don't mind, he runs as fast as I walk in baby steps. I'm going to say and tell everybody about that there, Sheriff. You might have a fast draw. You might be the slinger, the comet slinger, champion, but you're slow when it comes to running, especially when it comes standing up next to me, the Olympian himself, the Beijing warrior. All right, so... all right, I know people say, man, Nicholas, you're going to speak about it. I don't feel you have the nerve to speak about it. All right, I'm going to speak about it. We are on Bush Hill. Bush Hill in Barbados has a lot of activities that go on way beyond dark. Just to mention that, if you think you have to go window shopping in Bridgetown, nope, you can come through Bush Hill at around 8 o'clock and do plenty of window shopping if that is your desire. So this is the notorious Bush Hill, and I just want to point out where it is. That's all I'm going to say on the subject. Anyone else wants to elaborate on that, please feel free to do so. I will surely not be. All of these buildings, unfortunately there are quite a few behind here that have gone into disrepair, but a lot of these are the original buildings. You can see the coral stone, especially in this lower one here. You can actually see where the sod stone has been. You can see the blocks and stuff. That's what most of these massive structures are being built out, because they want to protect themselves against hurricanes and storms. You may not be aware, but Barbados at one time, according to Schomburg, used to have hurricanes every year, or get affected by hurricanes in every year, to the point of where many times they didn't want to rebuild, but they did rebuild just because it had determination and perseverance. But a lot of times buildings were destroyed. As soon as they were rebuilt, they were then destroyed all over again by hurricanes. So you can look and see, we may not have been directly hit by hurricanes, or many hurricanes, but we were certainly impacted by them. You will see sometimes a hurricane will pass 100 miles to the north of the island, do tremendous damage to along the east coast and St. Philip area, which is very flat. A lot of house roofs will be taken off, and it doesn't have to hit us. So don't think that because we're not hit directly by a hurricane, or here Barbados is in the center or in the eye of a hurricane, don't think that we're not being impacted. We certainly are being impacted. Now, we were on the Spring Garden the other day. We saw the big area where the hot pot was, the main light and power station. This was originally our main light and power facility here directly in front of us. At one time they had the actual hot pot that's located on the Spring Garden Mighty Grinder Highway, was located in Pebbles Beach. Some of you may remember that. I would like to say I remember that, but then it would mean that I'm older than I told you I am. So I will tell you I've heard about it and I've seen pictures about it. But it used to be by the Pebbles Beach Bar, which was an amazing place. Chicken in the basket. Again, I heard about that. That was before my time for sure. That's the disadvantage of being born in 1971. A lot of things in Barbados have changed tremendously since then. If I was born like before that, I would have been able to see a lot more stuff. Anyway, this is our area where you'll get the offices and stuff for the Barbados Light and Power. That's mainly what this is for. It also has a substation in the back, but the main station is on the Spring Garden Highway. You will see that when you're driving up and down with the big smoke stacks and stuff in the distance. Beautiful place. Now you may also remember 𝗷𝗶𝘃𝗿𝗄𝗃 Bottling Company, famous for their yellow, which is pine juices, their red juices, and their orange juices. And then it came into, I think it was 7-Ups and stuff after that. Oh no, not 7-Ups, can't remember the name. I will remember it later on, hopefully. But yes, that's what they were popular for. The most popular drink in Barbados with kids, and also the kids and the adults like myself, is the pine juicy. That was most definitely the most popular at one time. Alright, we can take advantage of utilizing the horse as our blockade. Beautiful area. This whole Bay Street is full of history, full of information that I am not giving you all today. If you want to get that information today, look it up online, because I am not in the mood for that. I'm just in the mood to walk around and talk my usual sensible stuff that makes absolute sense, that's critically important to anyone that's coming to the island. I hear this 𝗷𝗍 here getting on a little bit, so we can let it pass on, let him get a free flow going through, and then we can make our walk beyond. Beautiful. Look at how fit this horse looks. I could go and stand up next to that horse and be a perfect example of a fit horse and a fit human being, but I can't do it right now. That bougainvillea in the distance there, stunning colors, rich and beautiful this morning, absolutely stunning. Okay, the first church of Christ Scientology or Scientists is just over there in front of us. That is also one of the religions or one of the faiths that are followed in the island, or whatever. I'm not too sure the exact way to term that, so I'll just leave it at that right now. Again, it was the Barbados Bottling Company, or not the Barbados Bottling Company, but 𝗀𝗃 Bottling Company. That was wonderful. Wonderful days. I remember that very well. Over on our left-hand side was where the 𝗵𝗃 restaurant used to be. Well, I guess the restaurant's still there, but they're not open. That was known as probably the best buffet food in Barbados. You can get buffet food all around the island now, whether it be breakfast or lunch or dinners. Some of the very popular ones, or one of the very popular ones, the Atlantis Hotel over in 𝗵𝗃, they have, hi, how are you? They have brilliant buffet lunches and breakfast over there as well. There are many of them on the island. They're all over the south and everywhere else. But if you want something that's really historic and traditional, I would say Atlantis Hotel, if you can make a reservation there for one of their buffet lunches or dinners. Buffet lunches or breakfasts, I'm sorry. Please take a trip over there. Amazing. Barbados Yacht Club, just in the right behind where these structures are. It has changed so much. You can see the actual original structure there in the center of the screen now behind. That is one of the original buildings over there. However, all behind these lower buildings there used to have big boat sheds. That has changed as well over the years. I don't know if there are not as many boats or what. I think there are probably not as many. I would feel pretty safe to say. Yachting, again, maybe not as popular as it used to be in the past. I would have to say that as well too. Tall structure here, Radisson Aquatica, used to be Barbados. It used to be the Holiday Inn Hotel. At one time, two biggest hotels in Barbados, the Holiday Inn and over at the Hilton Hotel. This went through a lot of changes, went to the Grand Barbados, which a lot of people may remember that as, and then it shifted into the Radisson Aquatica quite a few years back. Another historic inn in Barbados. It's called the Island Inn Hotel. That is this one right here. I'm just going to move off it so you can see the original architecture and how beautiful these walls are. This is what I gotta call beauty. Now you see, when I was younger, I would have walked past this here, never taken note of anything, walked straight past this, never take and appreciate the beauty around me. But my life has changed, as you all would know, and I now appreciate all the beauty around me and make sure and stop and look and take in everything that I possibly can. And I still miss a lot of stuff because there's so much to see in Barbados. Barbados, never ending. You come here year after year, and you're going to see something new each time you come, and that's for sure. Island Inn is still functioning. If you're interested, Island Inn Hotel, very, very old historic hotel. You can look that up as well if you'd like. You can come and stay here right in the aquatic gap area. I hope you all are enjoying this little walking tour this morning. It's not really taking in too much. It's just, well, it's not taking too much. I'm not giving you too much historic information this morning, but I know the kind of information I'm giving you is like just burning your brain with all the knowledge that you're learning this morning. This place has not changed really at all. Inside, I haven't been in it recently, so I can't tell you what the inside is like, but the actual outer structure and the footprint remains the same as it used to be from the days when it was Holiday Inn. Just a big, big structure out here overlooking the beautiful 𝗀𝗃𝗏 on both sides. This side looks a little bit inland towards the Hilton. The other side looks over into the 𝗀𝗃𝗏 itself. Beautiful. Alright, behind us, depicted or paling the area, you see where the mobile refinery used to be. That was shut down quite a few years ago. A couple of the big holding areas are still there, but they are dismantling that. Future plans of possibly, I'm going to say possibly, future plans of possibly having a hotel here around by the Hilton Gardens, I think is what they're proposing. Maybe in this general section here in the future. I'm not too sure about any more on that since I heard about it originally, so I don't want to elaborate on it anymore. But this will be another hotel structure if it goes on as planned. A lot of horses come from all over the island to swim. It's very healing for them. A lot of exercise taken. They have no pressure on themselves because they're in the water. So, you know, it's not like pounding the turf to get exercise. So a lot of them that have sore tendons and stuff will come down here. You'll see the horse, big horse skirt here. We're now on the Pebbles Beach area. Just before we go any further, if you're interested in some food, first of all, 𝗀𝗃 is no longer with us. I think it's his son that runs it now. Some of the best fish cutters in the island. I have eaten fish cutters here many times. Now in season, say in January or February, I'm going to just get out here so I can give you an understanding of how popular this place is. This is where the lineup would be for food, and you will have people literally standing to where these three guests are here right now. That is not a joke. All standing in line, all standing in the sun, baking to get some fish cutters because they're that popular and that well known. You also have the pine float, which was one of 𝗀𝗃's favorites. We came here and paid him $1 for a pine float, and he would give you a glass of water with a floating toothpick. that was one of his concoctions, and he had all other kinds of concoctions with the red and orange juicy, along with condensed milk and stuff. But those of you that had the chance to remember those days would have had an amazing life in the early times. Also in the distance here is where the Pebbles restaurant, you see Pebbles restaurant and bar, that was very popular. Chicken in the basket, sorry, and other goodies. That was years ago. However, this whole area has been made into a car park. I don't know if it'll always remain a car park, but they have put a nice surface on it and stuff, so it's great, you know, absolutely lovely. Just beautiful. All right, so here we come again now. We're going to work our way down. There is a north swell running. You would have seen this morning from our preamble that they're predicting a large swell coming in again. This is another swell coming in, the cold front being pushed by the high pressure system. So they're expecting some really big swells again. Not yet. They're on the east mainly and the southeast side for sure. It's beautiful. Look at this sand. Okay, now so many of you may have been down here with me on vlogs over the last year. You will remember this beach here being non-existent. Seriously, from where you're seeing these steps coming down just past those coconut trees, there was no sand there whatsoever. That was just after March and April and that kind of time frame. That's usually when there's hardly any sand. Literally speaking, you would have walked through water up there in front of that white tent for the rest of the way up. However, this builds at this time of year. As we talked about, summer into this time of year, it builds until big north swells come in. But right now, this beach is looking solid and absolutely beautiful. I can't tell him to stop cussing. I don't have control over anyone. I can only have control of ignoring him and letting him do what he has to do, because there are many people in this world. That's not going to change how beautiful Barbados is if one person's having a bad day. Remember, a lot of people are going through things nowadays that we don't know what they're dealing with. We don't know how they have, what resources they have to deal with them. So sometimes we have to hear things and just let it go. Don't worry about it. Said the Serenity prayer already. We're all good to go. You can see the embankment here though, for the last north swell. This beach would have been much better angled on it, as you would have seen like behind us. That's how here it would look. But this section here is the first part that gets impacted heavily with these strong swells that are coming through. Beautiful. All right, if you want to do any paddleboarding, kayaking, or if you just want to just come down here and hang out, please come down here and check out Jason. Jason has a shop just behind here at Sup Central. If you want lessons or whatever, they offer lessons as well. They offer board rentals. You can see kayaks here as well. They have a great 1 or 2 persons kayaks. This is new for down here, coffee table. So hint, anyone that's in this area that is an EMC member and you have a strike, come on over and buy me a cup of coffee, please. I only had 1 cup for the morning, as you all can hear. I'm barely talking. I'm very quiet this morning, not my usual little more peppy talk. But this is a great facility that's been offered now. So you want some coffee and stuff. How are you all guys going? All right, I can come over and have a quick word with you so you can tell our people what you offer here.
Of course you can.
Good morning. First of all, could you introduce yourself?
My Nola.
Hi, Nola. Nice to meet you.
Better known as the coffee lady.
Awesome. I think it's appropriate. Perfect. Yeah. So you've been set up here for a long time, or this
I've
is
been
recent?
here 4 months, 7 days a week, not had an off day yet.
Right. You know it's going to get really busy coming up.
Yeah, of course. We're prepared.
Thanks for offering our service, because I mean, tell you the truth, I come here in the morning and I would love a cup of coffee, but I have to talk. These people want me to talk all day. So if I stop talking, they will complain. So I can't afford a drink or anything like that. They love my voice. They just adore me.
I don't send anyone away without caffeine. They bring it the next day, day, next year if they have to.
Awesome. Perfect. All right, so I hope you'll get a lot of business, and hopefully our family will come here and watch your horses and come and, buy some stuff from you and thing. You have a blessed day, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're very welcome. Thanks a lot. Okay, bye-bye. All right, so you all will see, and as I just told the lady, absolute truth, you all don't want me to stop talking, so I cannot afford to stop and have a cup of coffee, because if I don't talk, you all will go into deep depression, and I cannot allow that. So we're gonna walk right through here. We've done the horse a lot recently. I was down here in my co-star the other day, you all remember that. But anytime you come here, I could come here 7 days a week, and you just appreciate all the effort that goes into everything here. These people actually treat these horses as though they're their children, or their partners. It's amazing. Real care and attention. So they also actually let you swim with them and groom the horses as well. Some of you can even get on the butts. Today the sea is a little bit rough, so I don't see really anyone doing too much in the ocean, but there is a little swell coming through. But you can see everyone down here, big smile on their face. This is a highlight, by the way. This is something that everyone wants to do in Barbados, is watch the horses. And everyone that's come here has turned around and said they have really enjoyed it, had a good time. So we did the Saturday down here recently. We came on the jetty where I had the annoying Simon with me, and also our vampire shark. That's 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗲, of course. Everybody does not know 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗲𝗃. He's on here under a fictitious name, but his true name is Dimitri. He thinks his name is Dimitri dhen. That's all I can tell you, Dimitri dhen. The other name is a joke name. That's so they all do not know who he is. He thinks he can hide behind a name. Alright, so Neptune Grill, this belongs as well to 𝗷𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗏 𝗀𝗏. Just above here is 𝗃𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗏. This is the Barbados Cruising Club. This was formed by our Walton Barrow and other colleagues. This was to offer a different option to the Barbados Yacht Club. It has existed from then on. You get a lot of sailing going on here as well. You can buy monthly or yearly membership here, which will entitle you to beach chairs and umbrellas, etc. They have live entertainment. There's a bar up there, great food and restaurant. You can even order your food and they'll bring it to you on the beach if they know where you are and you're renting chairs from them. So all the facilities, all the luxuries right here for you. There's offer scuba diving here, scuba diving lessons. It is a high octane area as well. And as you can see, the conditions out here absolutely perfect for paddle boarding, for anything else. It is just beautiful. I see some people on here contradicting things I'm saying, but remember, whatever I say is factual. Whatever they say are lies, straight up top. I don't mind calling it that. They're straight up there liars. This used to be highly active at one time. Penthouse suites you see on the top. Had a bar below. Had a lot of dances there in the past when I was younger. Yeah, I stowed away when I was real young. Let's just put it that way. However, it's not really functioning at the moment. It has actually been cordoned off from the hotel, so I guess it's a safety issue, and they're going to do some work on it hopefully in the future, because that would be beautiful to maintain. But as you can see, extremely popular. I'm going to give you your 360 now. You can enjoy this circle of love. Here we go. Alright, so what would down here be without showing the real beauty of Barbados? After all, the beauty of Barbados through my eyes, I'm looking at myself. How beautiful is that, or what? I know you see some of you here saying you're licking them out like a lollipop. I know that you know that I'm vegan or was vegan and I'm now vegetarian, but you can really say it the correct way. I licking my mouth like a pork chop then. So that is how you're supposed to say it. So you've been away from Barbados for a long time, so you've adopted the lollipop. But it's called a pork chop, licking your mouth like a pork chop. So there you go. Anyway, I hope you all have had a fantastic day. Had a good time, nice and easy. Tomorrow, remember, docile Saturday. It's going to be crazy because we have the crazy people join us. It will not be a sane entertainment like today. You will be unfortunately subjected to some unpleasantries tomorrow. I don't have a choice really. I have to bring them along with me. It's sort of like a reward for being consistently nice in the past. No longer are they nice, or no longer are they sweet. So you all would know exactly what I mean. And, you know, good morning to each and every one of you all for the last time from Barbados, and I hope you've had a fantastic time. Hope the peace and the serenity and the amazing, intelligent talk that you've listened to all morning, and the absolutely, I would have to say, musical voice with my tones have pleased you and have comforted your ears, and I hope you're feeling warm this morning by seeing what you're seeing here. So from me, of course, the Beijing Warrior, from all of our EMC family, from everyone that is on here that calls itself EMC, and for all those future EMC members, I wish you all a pleasant day, a day of peace and happiness, hopefully event free. Remember though, if you run yourself in trouble, you find yourself in a point where you feel cornered or you don't know how to turn, reach out, call someone, let someone touch your hand and help you find your way back to the light if possible. And also have a great day. Love you all. Greetings from Barbados. Give you 20 seconds here to say farewells. Remember, carry this peace and love and happiness with you today and share it to everyone. Just as I'm going to go and give our greeting cards to everyone and share my love with them all. Of course. You all have a great day. Love you all.